Hello students, how are you all? Enjoying? Yeah, I'm back, your science teacher from Mount Literacy School, Rampura Full. What we were doing? We were discussing the chapter Components of Food, right? In component of foods, what we have discussed? We have discussed about nutrition, nutrients, types of nutrients like energy giving nutrients, carbohydrates and fats, bodybuilding nutrients, proteins, protective nutrients, vitamins and minerals. All we have discussed. But other than these nutrients, there are some other nutrients which your body needs and you should know about it. Okay? That why they are necessary. So let's start. First nutrient is roughage. First is roughage. Okay? The other name of roughage is dietary fiber. What it is? Dietary fiber. Alright? DIETARY. Dietary fiber. Okay? The another name of roughage is dietary fiber. Now let's talk about roughage more. Roughage, cellulose from the fiber content in food is called roughage. See, in fiber, in carbohydrates, we have discussed about starch, right? And sugar, types of carbohydrates. So in sugar, we have discussed about glucose, cellulose, all these things, fructose. So there is a cellulose in that. Okay, so what are the sources of sugar or what are the sources of carbohydrate? They form cellulose, right? And from cellulose we get fiber content, right, in our food. This fiber content is known as roughage. Okay, there is some fiber content in our food. That fiber content is known as roughage. Roughage does not provide any nutrients to our body. It is not a nutrient. It doesn't provide any nutrient to our body. But it is an essential ingredient for our food, as it helps our body to get rid of undigested food. See, sometimes when we eat food, all of our food doesn't get digested. Okay, there is some problem in our stomach, so that some undigested food remains. To digest that undigested food, roughage helps. Okay, to digest undigested food, roughage helps in digesting undigested food. All right. Then sources of roughage: wheat, fresh or dried fruits, vegetables. So many other things which you can have, and you can have the fiber content so that it will be helpful for your stomach to digest complete food. Okay, roughage helps you to get rid of undigested food. All right, there are two types of fibers or roughage: soluble, insoluble, right? What is soluble? Soluble means which can dissolve in water. Soluble means which can dissolve in water, right? Insoluble means which don't get dissolved in water, right? So when soluble fiber dissolve in water, you feel heavy. You feel that you have eaten something because of soluble fiber, right? And it slows down your digestion. Soluble fiber slows down your digestion. Insoluble add bulk to diet and help with constipation, have the laxative benefit. It helps in constipation. It helps in digestion of undigested food. Alright. So these are the two types of fiber, soluble and insoluble. Soluble get dissolved in water and slow down the digestion. Insoluble doesn't get dissolved in water and help in digesting undigested food. Okay. Now, what are the sources of soluble and insoluble fiber? What are the sources? Sources are oatmeal, lentils, apples, oranges, nuts, flax seeds, beans, dried peas, cucumbers, celery, carrots. All these are for soluble fiber. Okay, it can dissolve in water and you feel heavy while you eat this. Alright. And what are the insoluble? Barley, couscous, brown rice, zucchini, broccoli, cabbage, green beans, dark leafy vegetables, root vegetable skins. All these are insoluble and this will help you in cleaning your stomach. This will help you in cleaning your stomach. Okay. Next, what are the sources of roughage? These are the sources of roughage. Okay. By eating this, you will get rid of constipation. Okay, it will help you to get rid of constipation. Pear, apple, broccoli, split peas, barley, banana, bran flakes, cornflakes you eat like this, artichoke, black beans, all these are helpful in roughage. It will help you to get rid of constipation. Alright. Next, functions of roughage. Why roughage is important? What are the functions of roughage? It adds bulk to the contents of the intestine and keeps food moving along the gut. This is a gut in your body, right? It adds bulk. That means this is the food mass, okay, and it wants to move. There is a contraction, right? So what it do, it helps in moving food forward, okay, by opening that contraction part. Okay, so this is a gut, and what roughage do? Keeps food moving along the gut. Roughage keeps moving along the gut. Okay, keeps food. See, this is a food mass you have eaten, right? And it can't move because there is some contraction. So it doesn't have space to move. So who creates space? Roughage creates space to move food mass. Alright, this is the work of roughage. Functions of roughage. Second function, prevents constipation as fiber retains water so that the faces are soft. What? It prevents constipation. It helps in digesting undigested food so that your stomach will be alright. Okay, as fiber retains water, there is a water in fiber, right? So these faces you can see, these faces you can see these. This water keeps it soft. Alright, this water keeps it soft to prevent constipation. Prevents cancer of the colon, part of the intestine. There is a part in your intestine called colon. So roughage prevents cancer of colon. Okay, if you will not have roughage, if you don't eat roughage, then there will be the problem of constipation you may feel, and then there will be a cancer of the colon, maybe some feel, right? So should have roughage in your food also. All right. Next is, here you can see what this human being is drinking. He is drinking water. So what's next? Now we will talk about water, which is a very, very important part of our body. Our body is made up of 70% of water. In our body is made up of 70% of water, right? And other 30% are nutrients, right? So 70% is water. So from where we can get water? How much water we should drink? And if we drink less amount of water, then what will be the problem we come across? Let's see. So water is not a nutrient but is required for life. Okay. Your body is about 70% of water that we have discussed. Every cell and tissue in your body contains water. Each and every part of our body contains water. Right? Here in this picture you can see our 70% of the body is made up of water. That means each and every part has water. Each and every part has water. Alright. This was the role of water in our diet. Now, why is water considered as one of the food components? Why we consider water as one of the food components? First of all, sources of water. How we get water in our body? Water is provided by food and drinks. Drinks may be juice, or in food, in each and every food and fruits contain water. So these are the sources of water we get in our body. It has been estimated that roughly 20% of water consumed is from food. Okay, so in our body is made up of 70% of water. Okay, so in our body 20% we get from food and 80% we get from drinks. Okay, 20% we get from food like soup, yogurt, fruit, vegetables. From all these things we get 20% of water, but 80% water we get from drinks, like drinking water itself, drinking milk, drinking fruit juices. All these things, from all these things we get 80% of water in our body. Alright, so we should drink milk, fruits, and should take at least 7 to 8 glasses of water. Alright, like her, she is drinking per day. Okay, now why does our body need water? Why does our body need water? See, in every machines, if we talk about vehicles, we give them petrol, right, to move. Similarly, our body is a petrol. Similarly, water is a petrol for our body. It acts as lubricant to help the body move in our digestive tract. ठीक है, तो it will help you to move and your each and every part move properly, your digestion work properly. That's why you need water. Helps in digestion. See, helps in many other body functions. There are many other body functions in your body which helps, which is done by with the help of water. Okay, so understood why water is important for us? It helps our body in absorbing nutrients, whichever nutrients we are taking through food, fruits, whichever nutrient we are taking, it helps our body in absorbing nutrients. Water helps our body in absorbing nutrients. It helps in transporting substances inside our body. What? Water. If we are eating something and we want that from one body part it will transport to other body part, then we need water to transport it. Alright. It helps in the removal of waste from our body in the form of urine. Okay, so water helps to remove waste from our body in the form of urine. It helps in regulating our body temperature, for example through sweating. Okay, so by water we can maintain our body temperature through sweating. Okay, we feel sweating, पसीना आता है गर्मियों में. So sweating is the removal of wastage of water and it helps in maintaining our body temperature, right? All these are the ways in which water helps in our body. Now there are two conditions, hydration and dehydration. When you have proper amount of water in your body, that condition is known as hydration. But if you have less amount of water in your body, that means that condition is dehydration. So how your amount of water gets reduced? See, in summers or wherever your body gets sweat, right? And through urine, it gets out. So all these are the conditions by which water gets out from your body. If water is getting out, you should take in water. If you don't take a proper amount of water in your body, then a condition comes dehydration. Okay, and how you come to know that you have less amount of water in a body? What are the conditions? How you will come to know? You will come to know when you will have headaches, when you will have problem in breathing, when you have problem in, if you have constipation problem, if you have joint and muscle pain, if you have a problem in your heartbeats, or if you feel less energetic, right? So these are the problems come across when you have less amount of water. How you will come to know that you are having less amount of water? If you have, or if you come across all of these symptoms or signs. Okay, when you see all of these signs in your body, then you will come to know that you are having less water. So please drink proper amount of water, at least 7 to 8 glasses of water in a day, and have fruits, have juices, have milk every day. Okay, to maintain your body, to maintain the digestion part of the body. Okay, so roughage and water helps in digestion. All right, they are not nutrients, they are a part of food because they helps in absorbing nutrients and to maintain your digestion part, right? So hope you all have understood the importance of roughage and water also. So we'll meet in the next video. Till then, bye bye, take care.